a lot of times, I know, back in the day, we would sample stuff through an effect. Like say I want to sample it through a filter. I don't want to put a filter on it after. I want to sample it through that filter because it's going to give it a different sound, or I want to sample it through a phaser or whatever. So there's actually ways that you can do that in the Maschine. So what I'm going to do is, let's just clear all these. I don't need these samples. So I'm going to set up a new group, and I'm going to just call that my input. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my input coming in here. So again, you can do this directly from the hardware, or you can do it inside a Maschine. We'll go over here to the channel page, and for my input, I can set it right here to external 1. So I got my input set to external 1. That means it's gonna, whatever's coming in, I can control it here. But another thing, and what I want to do in my sampler is I want to change this, because now I'm going to be sampling internal. So I'm going to go to internal, and I'm going to set this to input. That's why I named it, because now I can see, that that's where I want to sample. So now it's only going to sample from the internal. And now if I go back over here, I got full control. But what's also cool about this is now, if I go to my plugins, I can start adding effects directly on there. So if I want to sample it like that, I can just do it. I don't have to add it after, and it's going to be in the, and of course you can add as many different layers of samples as you want. So say you want to do maybe you want to really get crazy and throw some FM on it. Well, maybe you want to do that. It doesn't matter. And these can also be your external plugins as well. So whatever you want to sample in there, you can do. So now I got a phaser directly on that sample. Let's say I get it how I want. I want to try to add a little bit more phaser with the output. Turn the gain up a little bit. And now I can go here, sampling, you see it right there. And now you have that actual effect embedded into your sample. So it's really cool, especially if you have some favorite plugins that you want to. This will work with internal, effects, or third-party plugins. Anything that you can load on there, as long as you set this up like this, where you have the input coming into that channel or that pad, you can add whatever you want. As many. I mean, you can just keep going and add. I can add, wherever I want. I can keep going. I can add delays on it and do whatever you want. So that's another question we get is, how can you add effects to your samples